Well, hey there, YouTube. It's PD2 Finger. If you're like me, you're not in any big hurry to update to Windows 11. We have 3 weeks till the 14th of October, and today I was able to. I received an additional year of security updates for my Windows 10 computer through the Extended Security Update program through Microsoft. So this came out just a few weeks ago, and the information that I initially heard about this, they were charging $30. Another option, you could cash in 1,000 Microsoft points. Another option, you could choose to sign up for Microsoft OneDrive Backup. And they do have a free tier for that, but it's like 5 gig, or it's smaller to the point where the average user would need to pay a little bit. So I'm not here with any specific numbers about how much that would cost, because I'm looking for a free solution. And I was thinking the smartest thing would be to try to look into earning 1,000 Microsoft points, because they give you 500 points just for installing the Bing app on your phone. I made 215 points today. They give you 5 points per search if you use Bing on your computer, which I don't, but I did today. I was looking to rack up 1,000 points so I could earn a year of security updates for my Windows 10 computer, because I don't want to put Windows 11. I ended up becoming a little disgusted with this process, and I was unable to continue farming, camping for free points here. They cap you. Like I said, if you use the Bing, you can get 5 points for. So I was just like searching for kitty cat, searching for black cat. I did a quiz, and at some point they capped me off. So then I thought, well, I'm gonna look into this. Like, how do I actually even do this? So here's what you need to do. You go on your computer and you can find settings. Once you're on settings, it's right there. Like, here is the system requirements, and basically Windows will let you download a PC health check, which is a little program that you run. And in my case, I've got multiple machines here, and like the one right away, it said 3 things. Number 1, I don't have secure boot on the motherboard. Number 2, I don't have TPM on the motherboard. Number 3, my chip is incompatible. Well, I went into the BIOS and I was able to turn the secure boot on, and then I was able to turn the TPM on. But the version of TPM on my motherboard was 1.2, and this 11 update is looking for 2.0. So, denied. Now, I'm well aware of FlyOB, which is sponsored by Microsoft, and then there's Rufus, not sponsored. These are liaison programs. You download these programs, and they will assist you in your transformation from Windows 10 to Windows 11. They go between, and they will actually bypass the insane hardware requirements. So you can go ahead and install Windows 11 on that older computer, and don't worry about it. Now, I'm a little concerned about that, because what happens if 6 months down the line, Microsoft says, "Hey, buddy, you're running unsupported hardware. We're not going to give you this security update. We're gonna, you're gonna have to buy a new computer." So right now, I don't have any good solution for this conundrum. But what I do have is a way to get another year to get free security updates for your current Windows 10 computer without doing anything. This information, when it first came out, it was like a couple weeks ago, and they were saying you had to pay $30 to get in the ESU, or you could give up 1,000 Microsoft points, or you could sign up for their backup. I think it's OneDrive, and they have a free tier, but it's smaller. You really would need to upgrade to get like a normal person's needs for a backup. So yeah, that's going to cost you some money. And I'm not here to say how you spend your money or that it's a bad deal. I'm just telling you I'm not interested in Microsoft's backup plan or paying for it. So honestly, I went over and signed up. I downloaded the Bing app onto my phone. I sent a link to my wife, and I was on my way to the 1,000 points, and then they capped me. They only let you earn a certain amount of points in a 24-hour period. And I was trying to earn 1,000 because this is what the article that I read in PC World, it said you either had to pay $30 or turn over 1,000 points or sign up and pay for the Microsoft OneDrive backup system. So at this point, I was a little frustrated. So I went over into settings on my computer, and then I, like here where you can click Windows 11 system requirements, you can download Windows PC Health Check. And this is a little program that'll tell you whether or not your computer is compatible with the ridiculous hardware needs of Windows 11. There's also another one you can get on GitHub that's much more detailed, and I preferred that piece of software. And of course, I'm aware of FlyOB. I'm aware of Rufus. FlyOB is sponsored by Microsoft, and these are programs you can download. They're real small, and they go in between. They're like upgrade assistant software. So you run FlyOB, and it will bypass the stringent hardware requirements of Windows 11. So this means, well, you wouldn't have anything to worry about, right? Well, what if 6 months, a year down the line, Microsoft says, hey, buddy, you're running Windows 11 on this unsupported hardware. We're not going to give you that security update. So I don't have any permanent answers today. What I do have is a year extension. And I'll tell you how I got that. I didn't have to spend $30. I didn't have to get 1,000 Microsoft points or sign up for their backup service. I just typed into settings. I went to my settings and I clicked on learn more about security, extended security updates. Now, as you can see here, I'm already enrolled to get it. So if I click here, it's going to just take me to the end of life page and blah 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 about, buying a new computer and turning my old one in at Best Buy. Oh, we'll take your old one for free. Now, in the process of poking around and typing things like, how do I avoid installing Windows 11, I learned about Windows 10 LTSC. So Windows 10 LTSC is a version of Windows that's not made for home users. It's made for commercial use in ATMs or business applications. It's a Windows 10 operating system that they're not pulling the plug on the security updates until 2032. So this sounds like an exciting option. Windows 10 LTSC is just like Windows 10, but it doesn't have a lot of the other programs that they give you, which is fine for me because I don't use any of the Windows apps. I have my own VLC media player. I have my own Earthfriend View picture viewer. This will be perfect for me. From my understanding, and it's not much, but it does come with WordPad, Notepad. It comes with security updates, Windows Defender. So it's like just what you would need, right? Now, I was on the Reddit piracy forum and I learned about Massgrave. I kept seeing people saying Massgrave, and I looked into this. Massgrave is it's a hacker group, and they are claiming that they have a way where you could basically, like, here's a roadmap for you. Let's say, for one, I got a year extension. So now it gives me a year to get ahead of that ball and figure out what I'm going to do. And one option would be, if I was so inclined, get the copy of Windows 10 LTSC that's good to 2032. Somewhere I read 2038. Get that copy of it, and then use one of the Massgrave, I think it's called KS38, and this will activate that copy of Windows till 2038. So this would mean I would have on this computer doesn't have the specifications for Windows 11, I would have Windows 10 that's activated and actively receiving security patches from Microsoft up until the year 2032. And that may be an option for some people. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is I wasn't looking forward. I felt like I just got over this with Windows 7 being forced off that operating system into Windows 10, and I'm not really interested in having to deal with this right now. So I hope this information was helpful to you. I'm not a computer expert. I'm not a pro tech or hacker. I found this information from snooping around. So I'm not telling you that what the information I'm presenting to you is smart or good or what you should do. If you have any knowledge, I would love to hear your side of it, or what your plans or any other existing options would be. Again, I usually try to be humble about this stuff and be realistic about it, because I'm not an expert and I'm not qualified. I'm just a goof, is what I am. I'm able to use a search engine. And when I find things that I think are useful or helpful, I like to pass that on to you. So oftentimes when I find solutions to things that I think are frustrating or unfortunate, we'll say, I'll make a video and put that up here on this thing. And sometimes people have come back and been really grateful and thankful to me. And that makes me feel great, but I got to be realistic. I'm just a goof. And part of that is just humility. The other part is because I'm not trying to be misleading, like, oh, I'm, PD Gates. Let me tell you, you need 3.9 point Tektronix 6.8. That's the one for you. In the meantime, the most important thing, I got a year. That gives me plenty of time to hug my pets, and peace.